First, a one-line movie. Next, a two-line movie. A three-line movie. A four-line movie. And finally, a spectacular five-line movie.
The fourth and final video segment in this episode of Movie Time includes 6 short movies, each of which demonstrates one or more of the special features of movie presentations. Before each movie is run, a specification panel is seen, a panel that shows the parameters that have been specified for that particular movie, parameters that the reader would be able to change at any time before, during, or after the running of the movie. At the conclusion of the running of each demonstration movie, a static page of text will appear, a page that shows all the meaning units that were presented in that movie. And now, finally, it's movie time at Movie Time. So on with the show.
This specification panel shows the parameters that are set for the first movie you will see. It will be a one-line movie presented at a visual display rate of 4 images per second with no speech sounds and no visual cues, and set in 24-point type. Its title is The End of the 5 Fixation Limit. This is a static display that shows all the meaning units that were presented in the first movie. As shown in this panel, the next movie will be a 2-line simultext movie presented at an aural display rate of 7.5 phones per second and with no visual cues provided. Its title is Now Hear This.
This is a 2-line simultext movie. Ordinarily, movies are displayed without sound, instead of as talkies. There are situations, however, where the reader will want to have speech sounds accompany movie text. This can be done at rates up to 600 or 700 words per minute. At higher rates, speech sounds cannot be heard clearly enough to be understood by readers.
As you see in this panel, the next movie will be a 3-line movie presented at an aural display rate of 16 phones per second, but with no speech sounds and no visual cues. Its title is Aural Pacing, but No Sound. As this panel shows, the next movie will be a 4-line movie that demonstrates the use of visual cues in movie presentations. This movie is presented at an aural display rate of 11.5 phones per second, but with no speech sounds. Its title is He Left Cues All Over the Place. As you can see in this panel, the next movie is a 5-line movie presented at a visual display rate of 2 frames per second with no speech sounds but with visual cues and set in 48-point type. Its title is Movies for Visualizers. As this panel shows, you are about to see a 5-line movie presented at a visual display rate of 2 frames per second. Visual cues are provided and 4 type sizes are used. The title is The Expanded Muglyph.
The 4 video segments that were included in this episode of Movie Time were extracted from The Coming Revolution in Publishing, a video presentation produced by the MUDOC Corporation in 1989. A sequel, The Coming Revolution in Writing and Reading, is now in pre-production at the MUDOC Corporation. The preliminary script for the new production is now available on the web at mudoc.com and is open for inspection by anyone who wishes to see it. The final chapter in that script is entitled Life in a World of Super Readers. That chapter depicts the kind of changes that may come about through the wide use of interactive movable type.